You ever walk into a room and feel the air shift, like the universe knows a secret you don't? That's how it began for me. The night that split my life in two. My name's Ethan Miller, and for years, I believed I had everything I ever wanted. Jessica and I were 8 years strong, the kind of couple people pointed to and said, "That's love." We laughed, we traveled, we built a home. She was my world, until the night her phone told me otherwise. It was after midnight when it buzzed on the counter. She was in the shower, humming that same old tune she loved. The message popped up. "Last night was incredible. I can still feel you." My heart dropped. The name on the screen said Aaron Accounting. But I knew no spreadsheet came with that kind of message. Hands trembling, I opened the thread. There were pictures, late-night whispers, secret promises. Each word cut deeper than the last. I didn't say a thing that night. I couldn't. The next morning, she smiled over her coffee, hair damp, eyes soft. And all I could do was pretend I didn't already know. I needed the truth. I started watching her, quietly. One night, I tracked her phone and found her car parked at a small townhouse across town. I sat there in the dark, headlights off, watching her silhouette move behind the curtains. A week later, fate stepped in, or maybe karma. I met Clara at a friend's birthday. She was radiant, laughing with a glass of wine in hand. Someone mentioned her husband's name, Aaron. My pulse spiked. I asked a few casual questions, and the way she spoke about him, distant, cold, I already knew why. Clara had this fragile honesty that drew me in. We started talking first by accident, then by choice. We shared stories about love and lies, the small betrayals that rot a marriage from within. When I finally told her the truth, that her husband was with my wife, she didn't cry. She just went still. Then she whispered, "Maybe we deserve the truth together." After that, we met again and again. Each time, the silence between us grew heavier. There was hurt but also understanding, something real in the wreckage. One night, her fingers brushed mine across the table. It wasn't about revenge anymore. It was about being seen, really seen by someone who understood the pain. Then came the invitation. Jessica and Aaron's housewarming party. Clara texted, "Let's go together." I thought she was joking, but she wasn't. The idea of showing up side by side. Madness, but irresistible. The night of the party, Clara arrived in a black dress that stopped my breath. We barely spoke on the drive. The air was charged, waiting to explode. When we walked in, Jessica froze. Aaron went pale. For a heartbeat, no one moved. Then Jessica smiled, that fake perfect smile. "Ethan, you made it," she said. Clara slipped her hand into mine. The room spun. We mingled, polite but tense, for people orbiting around a shared sin. Jessica's eyes kept finding us, confusion turning to dread. Later, I stepped outside for air. She followed. "Ethan, what is this?" she hissed. "What's what?" I said. "Coming here with her. That's cruel." I laughed hollow. "Cruel? Like what you and Aaron did?" She went silent. Aaron appeared moments later, jaw tight. Clara joined me, her stare sharp and steady. 4 of us, tangled in pride, lies, and broken love. It felt like standing at the edge of something vast. I didn't yell. I didn't hit him. I just looked at Jessica and said, "I used to think forgiveness made you strong, but it's clarity that does." Then I turned to Clara. "You ready?" She nodded. We left them there, frozen in their own wreckage. On the drive home, we said nothing. The silence was calm, like the storm had passed. When she reached for my hand, I didn't pull away. It wasn't revenge anymore. It was survival. Weeks went by. Jessica called. I didn't answer. Her apologies came too late. Clara ended her marriage quietly. We met again at the same cafe where we first talked. She smiled, a real smile this time. "What now?" she asked softly. "Now," I said, "we start over. But not with them." In her eyes, I saw peace, not passion or fury, just peace. Funny thing about betrayal. It burns, everything falls to the ground. But sometimes that's how truth grows back. I went to a party to confront my wife's lover's wife and walked out with something I never expected: closure and maybe a second chance.